What's going down, y'all? Just wanted to make a quick little intro video before I actually get into the main part of the video, which was me talking about installing the rear end back in the Chevelle. So I got that installed. It doesn't show me installing it, however, it shows me talking about it and showing you guys what I did because I painted it and all that, whatever. So, but this is more of a video of kind of like what's to come over the weekend, which is really not much because I'm going to a wedding. My girl's in a wedding this weekend and it's about 3 hours away. So I won't be doing anything with the car probably until Monday, but that's okay. And then, and probably my next steps as far as what's to come from here. So now that I got the rear end installed, I'm gonna finish doing the tank and making the tank, mocking up the tank straps for the gas tank. And then I'm gonna work my way to the front. So I'm just gonna finish like cleaning up underneath the car, making sure that's all nice and clean and all that. And then once I make my way to the front, I'm gonna clean the whole front of the frame and all that as well. It's already been painted, it's just really dirty. So I'm gonna clean that up and get ready for the mock-up for the trans and the engine to go in. I have pretty much everything I need to put it in. I just got to get some bolts for the transmission or the transmission cross member, and then I already got my motor mounts and everything, so we should be good to go. I also measured my push rods because I needed new push rods. Ended up being they were 7.4, which is stock length. It was just a little bit under 7.4, but I went ahead and ordered 7.4 chrome moly push rods. I can't remember, I think they might be made by Trick Flow because that's the same brand that I used on my Caprice as well. So I ordered those, and yeah, man, we're making waves. So that's my next steps, is to clean all underneath and then make my way to the front, mock up the fitment and everything, make sure everything's good to go. And then yeah, hopefully, man, she'll be in there and then I can start wiring everything up and hopefully we can start this thing. So anyways, that's pretty much it. Sorry, I'm making some breakfast right here. Got to make sure it don't burn. But yeah, stay tuned for more. We're coming. And it's, man, I'm just excited. I'm excited about this, y'all. I'm excited about this build. I'm trying to get as much done as I can while we still have nice weather and while we still have sunshine and all that, so before it gets cold. So I'm going to try to get the engine and transmission in, hopefully within the next month and a half. And then I'm going to put the dash back in it, or at least the wiring and all that, so I can start it and get it moving, you know. And so that way when I get the parts back from my friend, I could put it together and then just eventually give him the whole car, and so he can paint it and do his thing. And then when I get it back, then I'll finish putting everything together, all the interior and all that. So man, we making waves. So it's finally picking up some steam, and I'm finally can see more of the vision come to life, y'all. So anyway, stay tuned for this next clip. Again, it just talks about my rear end install and all that, and gives you a look at what I did to the rear end, and then just kind of going from there. So I will see y'all later. Have a phenomenal weekend, and peace and blessings to you all. I'll holla. All right, y'all, so I don't know if you guys can really see, but I got the rear end all painted, and because of the sun and the glare, you probably can't really tell too much, but I just used that Zero Rust by Krylon, just sprays on black, but just to kind of stop all the surface rust and everything. So I painted it black, and I used a flat black because I'm just gonna use that for all underneath the car, so it's all flat black, so if it gets dirty you won't really be able to tell, but it turned out pretty damn good. I also installed new upper bushings as well. I just rented a tool from AutoZone. You pay for it, then they just let you return it, then they refund you the money. So that was good. It was like a ball joint press. It's a 23-piece kit, and a little bit hard to handle with one person, easier if you have two, but worked pretty well. So I was able to get that in, and I put all new fluid in as well. I cleaned up the rear end as best as I could, and I think it'll be okay, y'all. I think it'll be okay. So if I ever need to change it, I have an extra set of gears. So got that done, and I'll paint these drums a little bit later on. I got some new studs as well because the other side was missing a couple, so I got some new studs as well. Coils, these are actually I don't think they're original coils, I think they're aftermarket, but they look like they're variable rate coils because, as you can see, they're tighter wound at the top, and they get a little bit bigger as far as the separation on the coils go. So I don't think I've ever had any of these before, so I had to do some research on how to install them because I don't know if the top part that are tighter go to the top, and the looser wound ones go on the bottom, or vice versa. But doing my research, most things that I found is the tighter wound goes closer to the car, and the ones that are wider goes to the bottom, so they're a little less compressed here. So these are closer to the axle, so when you hit bumps and stuff, they absorb the impact better and it doesn't transfer it to the car. So anyways, these are old. I'm just putting them back in because I don't really know what I'm going to do for suspension yet, if I'm just going to buy just regular shocks and springs, or if I'm going to do coilovers or something like that. Just depends, I guess, on my money and time and all that. But I got them just taped up that way, since I painted it and all that underneath, I don't ruin it and scratch it all up. Plus I bought some new coil insulators, but they're not here yet. So but I'm just gonna install them back in temporarily for now, and then that is pretty much it, y'all. I'm just gonna get it all snugged up in there. I'm not gonna torque anything down, just gonna kind of like just loosely tighten everything down. That way, if I need to loosen or take something back apart again when I do the coils or reduce the suspension, I don't have to untorque everything again. So, but everything's already ready underneath the car. Gonna install this, and I'll try to do a quick video of it all in, and then I'll chime back in here in a little bit. She is in there with some time to spare. Probably took me about an hour. I had some trouble getting the upper ones up by myself, but they slid in there. And the lowers are in. Got the shocks and the coils temporarily installed. I'll probably end up buying new shocks and coils. I just don't know what setup I'm gonna go with yet, so I just temporarily installed them in. Everything is just snug tight, not torqued or anything, but I have everything in there, so it's installed. And obviously, like I said, I'm gonna paint the drums later, but she is back in there. Fluids are full, and we should be good to go. So I took the brake lines off because I'll probably end up getting some new set of brake lines for the back. And other than that, we set, y'all. So 4 9-inch 410 gears is in there. Looks pretty good. Sorry it's so dark, y'all, but you can see everything is installed. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up, roll this back in the garage, and pack, cut my hair, get ready for the day. So, but yeah, she in there. I'm just gonna touch up some areas as well. Here is where the jack stands were sitting, so I gotta repaint that, and then we'll be set. So I'll holla at y'all later. Have a great, phenomenal weekend, and I'll tune back in next week with some more video footage, and we'll holla at y'all later. Peace.